Okay.
We're gonna let this load up. Our YouTube is real slow. Okay. So, how about, so you were talking about Texas.
Mm-hmm.
How'd y'all get signed to a Texas label?
Okay. It's a lady by the name of Wendy Day. She's the leader of the Rap Coalition. And you guys should visit her site also. It's rapcointelpro.com. And she's just a mentor. She's a lady who's just really familiar with everybody in the industry. She was a mentor to Tupac, to Naughty by Nature, a lot of big names in hip hop. So she was doing some work in Chicago, consulting for some labels and stuff up here. And she realized that we were not in the contract. So she had a friend down in Texas at Swap House Records. I don't know if you guys are familiar with 8-Ball and MJG. Just really old Southern rap groups. So she took us down there and we ended up getting a deal with Swap House / Universal Distribution. And this was in '97, we got the deal. One of the artists that was on the label.
Sorry to interrupt. How old were you at this time?
I was 17, 18, I was 18 years old, 19 years old. 19 years old at this time, because I was 17, 18 when we did the Adrenaline Rush with Twister, so this was right after that. So the Twister record actually put a little cherry on top for us to get that deal with Swap House, so it was immediately after that. And one of the guys that was an artist on Swap House, he had a solo record coming out. Like the day we came there, they were finished with the record, but the guy, he really wanted us on his album. And so they pushed the whole album back for 2 months, and we ended up doing 3 songs on this album. The album sold 4 million copies.
Whose record was it?
This is 8-Ball. It was 8-Ball's record. It's called Lost. It's a great CD.
Remember we talked about them. They're from Memphis, moved down to Texas.
Yeah. And this record was really big. It was Busta Rhymes was on this album. Busta Rhymes, E40, Coolio. It was a lot of gigantic acts on this record. So, and we were lucky enough, blessed enough to be on the very first single from the album. And it features Master P, Mystical, and Silk the Shocker. Me, my brother Side, that's in the group with me, and 8-Ball and stuff. And we did a video. First and last time I've been in California, it was the time of my life. I was a fish out of water in University, just walking around. Like, sir, you can't go over there. I'm like, I will. You know, it was a bar. It was the greatest time of my life. I was a young guy. We stayed up for probably 36 hours shooting this video, and there was a really bad flood in New Orleans at that time. And these guys showed up late, so the scene that they're rapping over, these were our scenes, but we gave it to them just so they can hurry up and do their stuff like that. So this is the video to Pure Uncut featuring Silk the Shocker, Mystical, me inside, Master P, and 8-Ball.
What do you think, Ash? Should we hold tight? Think it's gonna do it? It's slow motion.
Okay.
Every time we show something awesome.
I see it going. It's
yeah, at least it's a little bit.
Should we give it a whirl?
I don't know, man.
Alright, let's give it a whirl. Yeah, slow.
Am I in the way, y'all? Can y'all see?
Yes. Alright. Oh, it's going though. We're in progress. Alright. And then afterwards, we're gonna want to know what your rhyme is about.
Understand I got a plan, keep me some brain. I stay in crew like control, brothers flow like bags from gang. And I watch out, check like the things game. See, I'm always scheming, trying to go over like left and right. Hey, different things, I ain't playing. Fill up a rusty 05 with the same clips. See, you can get with this, or you can get with that. You probably won't get with this, cause I'm just one of the games. It's a real deal, the real is no case. Why I'm my book was courtesy, I'm no living. Down the ground, shake 'em up, you got it.
Leaving them open as dope at the noses, drove out of focus with filthy infected brain cells, dead by the thousands. The music didn't hit me, showing the result of living in project housing. Okay, so that's the first couple of lines, but yeah, I was really trying to say, you know, it's really self-explanatory. If you can hear what I'm actually saying, because it goes by so fast, a lot of people are like, man, they always want to, what the hell did you say on such and such? But yeah, it's precocious vocalist, me, with the motion of locusts. I don't know how locusts move. I just guessed that they come really hard at you. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'll say. So here go this precocious vocalist with the motion of locusts. And then I said, and leaving them open, like this is a hip hop term when you say, I left them open. You know, that means like I did something to them, striking them, and a body part opened up. Or, you know, like they have a cut or something happened. So I said, I'm leaving them open as, what could I say? How about dope at the noses? It rhymes, so I put it there. I'm like, okay, open is dope at the noses, drove out of focus. Then I said, with these filthy, infected brain cells, dead by the thousands, the music didn't hit me. What could I rhyme with it? Okay, showing the result of living in project housing. So I said, so that's the comment. Is it ready?
Yeah, almost. So I've also heard open in terms of like a girl.
True.
How would you, like she's open, as in?
That means she's willing. not so much available, just she reciprocates these feelings. We have, you know, we like each other. She's open, I'm open. That's another open.
It's between the two ladies.
Yes, because No Limit Records, I'm sure you guys are familiar with Master P. So he came out of nowhere. This is a big indie movement, and Suave House was like before No Limit, which was after Rap A Lot Records. So these three record labels, Rap A Lot, No Limit, and Suave House, it was a big thing for us to be doing something with each other, well, them. And then we just came and put a little spice on it. So we were literally the only Midwesterners around there dealing with these really strong, respected Southern hip hop labels. And for these guys to get a chance to do something with each other, that was a real big movement at that time. So we were #1 for a while on the jukebox and BT and MTV stuff.
So let's listen a little more to this track about how each artist has attacked the verse.
Mm-hmm.
So we have how you did it, right?
Yeah.
And then it's a whole different approach.
I live the life of a no-limit soldier. I learned camps and dealers. I thought I told you, but we all about our physical.
Very basic, there's a very basic rhyme style. It's just like approaching a poem, you know. Each artist has their own way of approaching it, so I really like how he stuck to what he does best. He's not the most lyrical, the most this or that, but he did what he knows how to do. And that's the thing about hip hop. If you whack, be the best whack person. If you know, if you're good, be as good as you can be in that particular moment. But everybody, I look at approaching a rap like a jump rope. You know, you have to wait for that perfect moment to come in on the line so you can rap the beat out, catch the music and stuff like that. So everybody, all of us are lyricists, like real big lyricists, and we listen to lyrics, we fans of hip hop. So when we made this beat, 8 Ball's producer made this beat. This beat, ironically, is an East Coast beat. If I've never heard of East Coast beat, it's very sampley, hip hop type of beat. So none of us really liked the beat at all. But the people from Universal felt that this would be a good move to get the people on the East Coast to say, okay, I'm gonna give these Southern guys and these Midwest guys a chance. I'm gonna hear what they're saying. So we let our part in Houston. We let our parts down in the studio. Then we flew to New Orleans to Master P's studio. And the greatest thing in the world, I actually got to see those guys write their parts. Master P, billionaire. He laid on the floor with his notebook and pad and listened to the beat. We played the beat probably 50 times, and he sat there and wrote his rap. So that was another great thing I saw. And then Mystical did the same thing, and he's like a really heavy lyricist, and his style is powerful. His first line up to the build up, you know, it's subject, body, paragraph, you know, conclusion, and you know, it's the same thing. So everybody approaches it the same way, but once you're in the rope, you have to jump differently. That's the only way I can make an analogy.
Because something I think is real important is that you touched on about this cut is we're seeing how, so what we have New Orleans,
In New Orleans.
we got Memphis,
Chicago.
Chicago. Is anybody from Texas on there?
The producer.
Okay.
The producer is from Texas.
So you're seeing kind of how each region would approach the same source material.
Mhm.
So let's hear what 8Ball had to say.
Start with your hard way, hard. Dirt, street, stains in the